So my current lunchtime number one is still it price hasn't moved much. It's just been dead center. So I was in a really good frame of mind. If you didn't see me post, I was in a good frame of mind this morning before the market opened. If you didn't see my initial post, um, Schwab ended up fixing that at $4.80 of slippage. So they fixed it to 30 cents of slippage. So got $4.50 back, which is $4,500. So I was up essentially I was up $4,500 before anything even started. Um, but again, that evaporated quick with that my stupid early Elmo that was bigger than I should have. And I've booked profits on a lot of early Elmos, so I'm not upset about that. I'm upset that I just decided to size up. I think it was a little bit of trying to get back some of June losses, which I should have just stuck to normal sizing. Yeah, so I was down over 4K just really quick this morning. And so that 4,500 I'd gotten back from Schwab was like gone. Then I had to stop out in my other account. So overall, I was down pretty big to start. So still gonna be in the red for the day in both accounts, but my TLC is going to be pretty. It's going to be a nice winner. But so really two things. If I just would have let my one DTE play out, I'd be green in it. So that'd be $2,000 that I wouldn't be down because it was a little over a $2,000 loss. But when I closed it out, shouldn't have panicked. Should have just let it play out. So that's 2K that I screwed myself on. And then going too big on the Elmos. So, yeah, well, the reason I did that is just what I mentioned. There was just no theta decay. So, um, you know what's happened. Well, maybe you don't, but I do. I know what's happened on my TSM TLC trades that have shown zero theta decay over, you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes. Then all of a sudden, big move, you're stopped out, and then it reverses. And so I just wasn't going to take that chance when I was already down. I was down over 6K on the day. And yeah, I don't usually close TLC trades early. I let them play out. But let's be honest, what we've seen in June, I've never traded TLC in a year and a half with the type of volatility and the really quick moves we're seeing. I mean, I watched the S&P 500 go from have a 7 point move in the blink of it. Like I blinked my eyes and it moved 7 points. Like I've never seen that. Unless it's like some data unless there was some data or something that came out. Where this is just happening in a normal day. Yeah, but there's bond auction all the time I trade through. So again, I've seen just here in June when I've had an iron condor on that's been 30, 40 minutes of no decay, there's been a big move that's followed. So I suppose if it was my first trade of the day and I hadn't been down over $6,000, um, I just thought, like Steve says, you can always re-enter, right? So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna risk this. I was up a few $100s. I just took it off, and it was a while before I re-entered, but I'm up over, I'm up well over $3,000 on this second entry, simply because I've been cooking it. But But I mean, price has been in such a tight range. The VIX still up 3%. Microsoft, it's been through all. It's just touched all-time highs again. Tesla's been getting just hammered, down over 2%. Coinbase down over 3%. Oh, I do have a eWooga on in my non-TLC account. It's currently, oh boy, it's 70 cents away from profit target. So it's up pretty good right now. I'll see if I can show that. I mean, this is my eWooga. There's my eWooga. Not sure if you can see it or not. Well, it was, yeah, just, I don't really care what day it is. I was looking at price action. I didn't have anything on in that account, so I had put on TLC on in my other account, and so I was like, I'll do just a 2-lot eWooga in my smaller account, and right now it's sitting dead center. Well, you should be able to see it. It's on my screen. Yeah, this is it right here. So let's see. I was at. I'm right at about 60% at my TLC trade. So the question is do I take it off or let it continue to cook? I mean, I got 5. Normally, I only have 2 contracts on. I do have 5 contracts still left on it. So if it went south, it would take away some profits. Not much has worked for me this month, Ken. I mean, I liked what Leo said. He said, by the end of the month, I'll be fine. Here's another thing. What I tell myself is that, my TLC account, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna touch that account anytime soon. So it's, I'm down, whatever I'm down here, in 20K for the month of June or whatever, and there's plenty of time to get it back. So, but and like I mentioned, I've done some early. I've never really had very many. I was trying to think today. I've done some early Elmos when it looked like price was choppy, out of the gates, which it has been lately. So I I had one stop today. I haven't had many stopped on my early Elmos, so I was probably due for one. But it kind of pushed up and then it came down. Here, I'll go back to the price. I'll show you why I did the early Elmo. So here's why I did the early Elmo. Let me see here. Okay, so when this bar came down here, I I got in that Elmo here because of this red bar here. So, I thought it would start chopping, but then it just immediately, and I've done that before where it's like, okay, we got a down, we got an up. In hindsight, going forward, it broke out past this bar, so it probably should have waited, but I was waited, and then when it came down, I was like, okay, it's gonna maybe chop here now, but then it just did this. So a bit of bad luck on that entry. But like I said, I've won many early Elmos, doing what I did this morning. So I should have just not I shouldn't have gone as big as what I did. I did 6 contracts instead of 4. I usually do 4. So but yeah, pretty tight range we had. I mean, dating you look back at, okay, we had this push up, and I think I had an Elmo stopped out on that push up as well, and then it came back down. And that's something too that's not only do you get stopped when these moves happen, but probably more importantly, it really messes with your emotions, your frustration, especially when you see them reverse like they do. I mean, that has been also been the theme of June for me, is an entry and then a stop out and then an immediate reversal. But since then, 60 22 to 60 45 44. I mean, it's been in a 22-point range the rest of the day, so can't really be too upset about it. But again, these bars, when they throw in some of these bigger bars, what is that there? 6 point bar. That's when it can be a little tough if they got some IV getting pumped in, but really hasn't been too bad. Most everybody should have been able to take advantage of this afternoon's. I was just going to call it a day and come back during power hour and see what was going on, but I'm glad I entered that lunchtime number 1 trade, which I may just close it out here because any more down movement's going to continue to take away from it. Looks like Steve's here. Thought he said his son had a game. My son is in Sarasota, Florida. Let me see where he's at right now. Or one of my sons. Looks like he's on the beach at Yeah, I can't hear Steve at all. Oh, wait. I'm muted. Sorry. Are you there, Steve? There. Are you there, Steve? Yeah, I don't hear Steve at all. Oh, let me fix something here.
4 for 4 for Elmo's today.
There we go.
From my phone watching baseball.
Now I hear him.
Good Thursday. You can hear me now, Chad?
Yeah. The Discord had switched my output.
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, my son's in Sarasota, Florida. What is that? Yeah, Sarasota. I don't know if you have any members that live close by there. He's on a beach. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and close this TLC. I'm over 60% on it now. I let this one cook, Steve. So I didn't even take anything off until well over 40%. Yeah, I've made some back. If I would have left my one DTE alone, it would have been. I mean, it would have been in the green. You know, I closed it out as a $2,000 loss. So yeah, I had that, and then a stop out on an Elmo in the morning. But let's see, that was okay. I just closed out some longs there for $5, 5 cents. Let's see what that was. So I did one TLC trade and I bailed on it because it was one of those situations where it was like 30 minutes and no theta decay. So that was my AM number one. I just cut it and it was a $350 winner. It had been up to like, it was up like $1,000 at one time. And then it was back down to break even. And then I was like, all right, I'm not dealing with this. And then, so I just closed it. But this one, so $3,025, $3,025 on my lunchtime number one because I cooked it a little.
I entered my last Elmo. I wasn't really looking at the option chain because I was on my phone and it ended up filling it 10 wide. And I was like, not real thrilled about that, but it ended up hitting as well.
Yeah, so plus $1,335 between my one DTE and two TLC trades, plus $3,375 on TLC trades, but I'm still red for the day thanks to Elmo's.
Did you stop out your one DTE early?
Yeah, I stopped it out early. Let's see. If I'd have let it go, see where it would have been right now. Which, I think it was because I had an Elmo going against me. I had the one DTE going against me. What was that? Oh, I was like, what was that? My Wooga just hit 50%. I had a 2-lot Wooga on in one of my accounts, in my smaller account, and it hit 50%. Sweet. Okay, so got some back there. Yeah, so I'd be up about $150 on my one DTE, which is a lot better than being down 2,000. If I would just let it go.
I run Game Changer for our team. So for those of you guys who don't know what that is,
Yeah, I've done that.
Team uses it. It's basically an app that keeps stats on every game, and so I'm running that. And so every pitch I got to record strike, ball, steals, hit, all that stuff. I'm recording that on the app, and so I'm running Game Changer. I'm switching over, trading Elmos all day. It was fun.
I was gonna say that can get in the way of trading. Yeah, pay attention.
a challenge. These tournament schedules now that these boys are in high school is ridiculous. Tournaments start, they go Thursday through Sunday. Some of them will go Wednesday through Sunday.
Yes, we chose to. Stun's not doing baseball because he's got so much football stuff going on this summer.
Andrew, we went 1-1. We got smoked by some team from somewhere in Illinois. They were really good. So we got smoked our first game, and then we won the second one 12-7. Their bats came alive.
Wow, that was an early nice fill on the Wooga. Wow, wasn't expecting that. I kind of forgot about it.
After 10:30 this morning, it's been nice, choppy.
Yeah,
two-way trades.
That's what I was saying earlier before you got on. Yeah, this. Let me see here. Okay, 9:45. Ah, okay. So you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so my first Elmo was. Oh, it looks like it was earlier than I thought. I thought it was on this pullback, but it was when this pulled back, I got in. So yeah, that was just a mistake. But then I got in. So I got in my next one. Right. Right here on this down move, right here. And then that happened, stopped me out, and then it came back. So I ended, so this is how I started so bad. So that plus the 1 DTE. Oh, and then, let me see here. Then my next one was at 11:14. So would have been before this red bar, and I got stopped out of that one too on this down move. So again, it doesn't look like an awful entry, right?
Because I remember that wick because I was already in that one for like 10 minutes too. So yeah, that's just a matter of a tiny difference in entry right there.
Yeah. So this is. So I'll post in. So there's my start with Elmos in 2 accounts. That's just horrendous. So that's why I'm red on the day. Yeah, I mean, I would question probably one of my Elmos, but the other two just when you're, let's see, This has been my worst day of Elmos. When you're minus $5,305 in Elmos, it's not good. So again, too, I was going too big. Yeah, so here's the one DTE and the Elmos. So luckily, I was able to get some of that back. I had a 20, 40, 60 and out in my smaller account. I had that Wooga. And then on my TLC account, I had that lunchtime number one I was just talking about. So let's see what I ended up for the day.
MOC coming up here in about 5 minutes. Looks like the 40 butterfly is currently trading around $1.30. Butterfly bounce. I posted in the big channel, I had my computer on that has my TAT and Trader Workstation. I left it on specifically so I could remote in, and I'm not sure what happened, but it said it was offline after 7:21 a.m. this morning, so I wasn't even able to enter any BICs. Looked like call size would have got stopped early, and then could have possibly done pretty decent with this chop in the afternoon. Getting a little dip in SPX. Tried 3 times to get through that 60.44 level today. Never push through. That was the high this morning. Then I tried again at 12:30. Tried again at 2:15 Central. 1 minute till MOC. Looks like I'll be your MOC voice today. Hopefully I won't stutter like the financial juice guy.
All right, so I ended Ended up down about $3,700 on the day after starting off down over 7K.
Good rebound.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Sell side 959 million. Small sell side, less than Billy. $35 butterfly trading for almost $1.50, or at $1.50 maybe. Maybe a little more. Jonathan W.
Wow. That was wild. How'd you do that?
There's a little pop-up down on my bottom left that said, try new voice filters. I clicked on it. There's a bunch of different ones. Never do that again.
I had a nice NVIDIA upside continuation runner today. Got long right here on this pullback. Rode that up. S&P bouncing.
This one is called Sebastian. If the S&P bouncing, if you got in at the 35, almost up to 40.
Dude, that was pretty good actually. You must pay for something and I don't, because I didn't get that.
I know I'm Sky. S&P wants to take out highs of day.
Wow. That's funny. It makes you sound like a completely different person. That first one didn't make you sound even real. The last one sounded like Bennett.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a new voice for every MOC going forward. It's like
That sounds like about a 12 or 13-year-old actually.
It looks like if those you got in on the 35 fly, you're looking good.
S&P wants highs of day.
I don't see any striking young British chaps for voiceovers.
All right, enough of that.
That last one sounded like a teenager. Nice push up. Nobody got any Mahomes with this push?
Anybody? Mahomes takers today. Seemed like a struggle to get 5 points in this choppy range we've had. Jonathan, you got 40, so yeah, you're good too.
It's a lock.
Ding, 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 above 45, 60, 45, 23. Beautiful.
Mahomes for the win.
All right, all. Everybody have a good night. We will see everyone tomorrow. As far as the live stream schedule goes, tomorrow is the 13th, so it'll be me at the market open for day trading. And then we'll both be back for Power Hour tomorrow. All right, all. Take care. Have a good night. Cheers.